Hello everyone, this is Joey, and today we are going to be taking one of the first Note 10 retail packages available in the market today for a quick unboxing and first impressions. Okay, so we were told by Globe that we are one of the first ones to receive this. So we received this at exactly 9 a.m. today. So we got it via Globe's Platinum plan. So we are one of the first to get it in the Philippines, and we believe we're also one of the first to unbox a retail packaging. So for those who've been wondering what's inside the retail package of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 or Note 10 Plus, look no further. Let's unbox this thing. Okay. So the package that we got, or the pre-order offer that we got, is the one that comes with the free Tab A. So there are two other options. You can get the Note 10 and then you'll get free Galaxy earbuds, or you can go for the 5G Note 10 Plus version with 512 GB of storage and you'll get a free TV worth 30,000 pesos. Another option is that if you get the 256 gig, you can have a free upgrade to the 512 GB, but I don't think we'll be able to maximize the 512 GB in a phone, so we went ahead with the Galaxy Tab A and just thought about maybe giving this away to one of our lucky viewers at a fraction of the cost. So stay tuned for more information on who we're going to give this away to. You might just be the next owner of a Samsung Galaxy Tab A 8.0 inches worth 8,000 pesos. So we won't be unboxing this thing, but we will be unboxing this. You know, Samsung used to have those boxes where it has those fancy folds and everything. I always found it quite hard to unbox, but this one is just straight up plain and simple. The box is quite sealed. Okay, so there we go. You will be greeted by this box. Okay, so this box contains the SIM ejector. Let's see what else is inside. So how do you open this? Okay, so for those wondering, there is a free case. It's the usual jelly case that they have. This one yellows quite a bit fast, so in about 3 to 4 months usage, it does yellow quite a bit fast. So we would recommend for you to buy something more durable and something that has a higher quality. But not saying that this is of low quality, but this one does the job. Okay, so I dropped my Note 9 maybe once or twice, but this one really helped. Okay, so if you can see, the Note 9, my Note 9 barely has any scratches. Actually, it has no scratches at all. It looks brand new. I didn't even take off the stickers that came with prior. So aside from that one, we have the quick start guide and your warranty card. Make sure to keep these. You never know when you might need it. So let's put that aside and let's see what else is inside. So this is the phone. Let's take a look at the color later on. Let's just see what else is inside. So Samsung. You have your new Samsung fast charger. So this one is rated 25 watts. Okay, so it's nice to see Samsung finally going up the fast charge ladder. So it's not one of the fastest in the market in terms of charging. So there are 40-watt chargers, 50-watt chargers out there in the market, but Samsung only included 25 watts, which is standard for even the Note 10. Okay, one thing that is good with the Note 10 Plus though is that it can charge up to 40 watts. But you have to be careful when you buy a charger, because it does not support just about any 40-watt chargers out there. It has to support PPS. Okay. Okay, this one is, what is this? We are not sure what this is, and it's quite hard to open. Alright, I'm not even sure what this is. Okay, we'll figure that out later on. Okay, lastly, you get your cable. Okay, nice thick rubbery cable. Okay, so dual type C, so you can get your fast charging, your power delivery. Okay, so you know, I was never a fan of using cables that are found inside the box. Okay, so I usually just leave them inside. So most of my phones that I have actually has the earphones and the cables intact. Okay, next up you have your AKG. This one's type C because there's no more 3.5mm headphone jack on it. So this one's Type C. The move to Type C makes way for better audio, and then it also makes way for noise cancelling down the line. But that's pretty much it. Okay, so actually removing the headphone jack does not mean that you get to make it more waterproof or more durable, because Samsung has been making really durable phones and IP68 resistant phones in the past few years without sacrificing that headphone jack. So we don't really know what made Samsung finally jump the gun, but honestly, with the era of of Bluetooth headsets and true wireless earbuds, actually, that's fine. I mean, everybody's going wireless nowadays. Okay, so let's set that aside. Let's put this back. Okay, and now onto the phone. Okay, so one thing that you will notice here is that while there's a plastic up front and there's plastic at the back, this one actually has a pre-applied screen protector. So if you can actually see on the edges, so let's remove the sticker. So this is one of the best parts of unboxing a phone, or any gadget for that matter, is removing the sticker. Okay. It's just something satisfying about it. Okay, so actually what you get is more for you to enjoy. Okay, for those of you out there, I recommend you to download the Samsung Members app. There's a lot of freebies that you always get with the Samsung Members app. So for example, every payday you get a free Big Mac and some Shake fries. Every now and then you get some Jollibee and other exciting discounts. Okay, so I was talking about the pre-applied. So it is there, so you can definitely feel it from the sides. What I don't like is that there's a big cutout up here. Okay, so you'll definitely notice that. No, I'm not talking about the camera itself. I'm talking about the cutout of the screen protector. So you can see it right there. Okay, so we got the Aura Glow version. I think this is the version that almost everybody's going for. Usually it's the black one that sells out right away, but by around day 3, there was still some black available on Samsung's website, but the Aura Glow went out on day 1 itself. Okay, surprisingly, the 512 GB just went by so fast also. So it's a very wonderful phone, perfect for the screen protector. Okay, so you wouldn't want to hide the color with the black or a solid screen, so this one is really handy. Okay, so as we mentioned at the back, a triple camera plus a depth sensor. You get your usual dual tone flash. So I usually keep this this thing at the back. So if you can see my Note 9, I kept it at the back, but the cameras are on the side now, so there's this really glaring part where it's pretty absent. So I think I'm going to remove that and just keep it inside the box. Okay, so looking around the phone, you have your SIM here. So in terms of SIM, I believe that it's dual hybrid SIM slot. Okay, so usually it's for Asian countries where they make use of the second slot as a secondary SIM slot as well, not just for external storage. So one advantage that the Note 10 Plus has over the Note 10 variant is that it has dual slots. Okay, so this is where you put your SIM 1. This is where you put your SIM 1. This is where you put your SIM 2, or an external card. Okay, but I don't think we'll be using an external card. 256 GB is quite big for a phone, especially that actually I've learned to use the cloud, and mostly all of my files are actually there instead of physically. So speeds are actually doing quite well. So I'm not sure why there's a cutout here. It's not even a fingerprint placement or something. So it's pretty weird. Okay, so let's do some comparisons. Okay, so this is the Note 9. This is 6.4 inches Super AMOLED. This is 6.8 inches Super AMOLED. But despite the 0.4 inches difference, you would see that it's almost pretty much identical in size. Okay, and that's because this one has virtually no bezel. So if you put it, the height is pretty much the same with each other, but it's quite thinner. Okay, it's 7.9 mm thin versus 8.8 mm on the Galaxy Note 9. Okay, so I think there's an infrared sensor up on top, or I think it's an extra mic. in terms of speaker, Samsung used to have it here on the screen, but I think there's a very small earpiece sound. I think there's a very small speaker here because this is still dual speakers, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's this hole right here. I would prefer it if it was front firing like this one, and the second set of the speakers actually here at the bottom. Okay, and then yeah, missing at the bottom is the headphone jack. Okay, I am so gonna miss that because I still have really good headphones that actually make use of it, but early this year I actually made the transition to wireless headsets and true wireless. Okay, so screen size. Okay, let's turn it on so you can see the screen. Alright, so one thing that I noticed also is that there's no more Bixby button. Okay, so what you'll get is the home button on the left side. Okay, I think it's better if it's on the right side. I mean, for most right-handed people, it's usually here. I mean, there are more right-handed people in the world. But yeah, nonetheless, it's a good placement also since you can turn it on from here. But I'm not really gonna miss that Bixby button because that one's quite annoying. I used to hit it like all the time, and then Bixby would just come out. Okay, so you can see there's the phone size difference. Okay, so yeah. So I'm also feeling that I think it's a bit lighter also. I'm not sure. Let's check it out. 196 grams versus 2 ounce. So 5 grams lighter, but I could tell it's actually quite light. Okay, so there's the full screen. So wow, look at that, 6.8 inches. So I really like big phones. It gives me more real screen estate because I usually do some work on my phone also, a little bit of editing and note taking. So I'm a really big fan of the Note series. So I wasn't able to own a Note 1, but I was able to own a Note 2, and ever since then I've pretty much bought every year because every year it just gets better. Hey, what else is there to see? Oh, the S Pen. Okay, so this one came with a yellow S Pen to contrast the blue. Okay, this one I think comes with the blue or purplish. Okay, so it's a very deep blue, or it kind of looks purple under the light. Okay, so I also think it's a little bit longer than last year's pen. I know it's pretty much the same size. I'm not sure if it fits into last year's pen. It does. Okay, so it does, but I'm not gonna put it all the way in just to avoid. So there's lots of things you can do with this, like air gestures, everything. So just to further compare these two phones, let's check out our guide. So this one is 2960 by 1440 pixels. That's 516 pixels or per inch or PPI. This one's since it's bigger, it does get a few more pixels, but since it's only 3040 by 1440, it's only 498. But then above 300 PPI, you barely will notice the difference. Okay, one thing that I love about this is the 12 GB of RAM versus 6 GB on this one. Okay, this one uses the Snapdragon 845. This one uses an Exynos 9825, one of the highest scoring. So it scored about 440,000 in Antutu's latest test. Okay, so another thing that's good with the new Note is that it has a bigger battery, so 4,300 milliampere battery versus 4,000 on this one. This one supports quick charge 2, AFC, and PD. Okay, so it's the first time that Samsung phones are getting power delivery. It's power delivery 3.0, but then to be able to use the 40 watts charging, you need to use the power delivery 3 with PPS. Okay, without the PPS, you're only gonna get 25 watts charging. But if you're coming from older Note phones or Samsung phones, you will already enjoy the extra 10 watts faster charging with this one. Okay, next up, pretty much that's it. So I think this one's dual camera, this one's triple camera. So DxOMark has already released their score on this. It's the highest rated camera in terms of video, in terms of still photography, and in terms of selfies. So really good all around phone. This one's also rated IP68. It comes with Android 9.0 out of the box. This one was Android 8.0 and then got upgraded just a few months ago. So this one's gonna come with Android Q at some point, maybe at the end of the year. Okay, pretty much, I guess that covers it. There's two other colors of this available in the Philippines. There's the Aura Black and the Aura White, but so far this is going to be the most popular one. I believe so. This is the one that I think you should get. Okay, so that's it. We hope you enjoyed our quick unboxing and first impressions. Stay tuned at our blog for the full review. Click that like button, click subscribe, or click that bell button so you get notified of future videos. And I hope to see you in the next one. Again, this has been Joey. Have a good night, and I hope you enjoy your Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and 10 Plus. Thanks again, Glow Platinum, for providing us with this one on day one itself. Bye-bye.